Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my Sunday night stream. We're having a right good old run of streams this past couple of weeks, which has been awesome. And so today, we're going to look at the usual enchanting bits and pieces, open up some mail, see what kind of sales we've got, have a look at what we can expand tailoring-wise and leatherworking-wise, have a look at enchanting. Ooh, what have we got? We've got some purchases, so we need to pick those up. Those Spirits of Harmony we picked up. Ooh, now interestingly, Ghostweave Vest we've sold. Oh, there's some expires here. Right, let's go to the expires. Falling Blossom, we want to keep this. Shift click those. There we go. Good evening, Kostuk and Bullseye. Thank you both for stopping by the chat. How are you doing this fine evening? How's your weekend been? All been good, I hope? Just going through my mailbox at the moment. Got some interesting sales. Bear Tartar, a lot of food. Red Linen Vest. Well, quite a lot of expires actually. Satchels have been good. Stormray Salmon's been good. Right, let's do the expires. And then if we shift click, it will continue after the mailbox refreshes, I believe. Do I not have a timer that counts down to my online start? Yes, I do, Kostuk. I just literally before doing the stream, I reset it for my new schedule. Because I do my schedule every Sunday, and so I just updated it to include this Sunday one. Hopefully that didn't confuse you too much. You did have a good weekend? Excellent, Bullseye. Good to hear that. I'm going to wait for this timer to go round, and I'm going to see if all my expires come past what I've got in the mail here. If not, I'll just open the mail and check it the normal way. 46, there we go. So that's the expires. Shift click those. There we go. Oh wait, I might as well open these actually. You can see what they are. Lots of food, 16,000. So I'll open those up. So 16,000 is good. Taking us up to 762. Okay. You tried to click my stream so you'd see the start, but you couldn't. Okay. First you get the ads, and then you miss my welcome. Oh, sorry about that, Kostuk. It could have been that I was on auto host. That might have been one of the things that that might have confused that. And I don't tend to have like a oh, I see. The timer. Now I understand what you mean. The timer at the beginning of your stream. Yes, I thought you meant the timer I have down at the beginning. No, like Gumdrops has. No, I don't have a timer to start it. I literally just, bam, click start streaming, and in it comes. So apologies if you missed the welcome. And hello, Geoheb. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? Like a 2-minute countdown. Yeah, that's something I certainly have thought about doing. Just a suggestion, no problem. Yeah, I'm always open to suggestions. That's something I'll look into. Just do a little screen that just has a little countdown. That should work. Just to give you all fair warning, I guess, before I rock straight up. Let's do a post scan. Hey Sleepy, how are you doing this fine evening? I hope you had a good weekend and you're doing okay. Just started up the stream, so we're going through posting on and sorting everything out. Hey Tony too, thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing? Always look forward to my cheerful being. Oh, that's lovely, Kostuk. Well, tell you what I'll do. I'll do an extra one. There we go. Let's go back. Let's post this. and then we'll go back to the beginning, and I'll do an extra one. Hold on. Right, here we go. There we are. Let's pick a nice angle. Let's go this angle. There we go. Right, here we go. Good evening everybody, and welcome to my Sunday night stream. And we're starting again for Costa to give her an extra special welcome. And welcome to my Sunday night stream. We're going to do some enchanting, and we're going to do some tailoring, a bit of leatherworking, and maybe do a bit more of our drainer flying as well. There we go. Good evening again, Neo. How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. You're doing the good. It's Monday morning for you, Sleepy. Ah, right, okay. You're into the week already. Well, happy Monday for you. There you go. Right, we posted that on, didn't we? So let's go open up the rest of our mail. So we started with 16,000, which was a lot of good food sales. So what else have we got? I'm expecting this to be a lot of expires. So let's fill up our bags with our expires. 1, 2, 3. God, there's loads of those. Am I going to fill up my bags? Literally, exactly, nearly. There we go. Hey TJ, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? Been setting up your channel recently for when you start streaming, and you've set me to auto host whenever I'm online and not streaming. Well, that's very kind of you, TJ. Thank you ever so much for that. I'll have to check out your stream when you're starting. Hey Sublevel B, how is you and your family? I hope you're doing well. What have we got? Oh, the Gladiator's drape is looking a bit more promising profit-wise. And another cape there is looking alright. Okay. Don't expect any mad numbers yet. It's all starting. That's how it starts, TJ. And then it's just about a question of building and growing from there. Right, let's get all these 50 on. Oh, thank you, Sleepy. Very kind of you. There we go. Expires. There we go. Do that. Oh, I've got some sales in. Ah, good evening, Pointy Gnome. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Z Gold. Z Gold. That's probably the best way to do it. Thank you for the host. Thank you everyone for coming by from Z Gold's stream. I hope you had a good stream. Or multiple items for Earthen. Pick those up. There we go. And we'll wait for that update. Another day, yet another stream. Thank you, Lissad. Yes, we are. We're having a good string of streams at the moment. Oh, I missed one from Geoheb. It's 17 degrees here, so you're doing great. That sounds very pleasant in terms of temperatures. Looking hip today. Well, thank you very much, Pointy Gnome. Oh, I was going to check the mailbox for the last lot. Okay, we had some more. So, Mark of the Claw. We did actually sell an enchant, that's good. 2, there are 3 of them. And a versatility and a critical strike gift. Excellent, and that's another 18,000. So, let's open that up. And that takes our grand total now to 780,000 gold. Right, let's get our enchants on. Might do a little cancel scan of the enchants. Make sure that we're in the optimum position for any late Sunday night sales. There's the Emerald Whelpling on for 47. Do I pay for my wild time with gold? Absolutely, Sleepy. Yes, I do. I've still got 4 months left, And every time I'm going over 1 million now, I'm going to buy another token. Hey, Executioner, how are you? You remember me being on 1 mil. Yes, we bought a token, Kostek. What was it? Yesterday, I think I did. I bought a token and added another £10 BattleNet balance. So every time I'm going over 1 million now, I'm going to buy a token. So I've still got a decent amount of liquid gold to use as capital. But I'm also want to build up my BattleNet balance so that I can pay for Battle for Azeroth, and I can pay for my next 6 months game time, which is due in another 4 months. So I should have plenty of time, I think, because I've already got about £20 BattleNet balance. A new target to work for, yeah, absolutely. So BattleNet balance is the target, and 4 months to do that, I think, and that's enough to get Battle for Azeroth as well. So oh yeah, it is capped, isn't it? I think I should be all right for that, because but can you imagine if it was unlimited though, Sleepy? That would really be sort of like overpowered. Oh, you needed to add game time today, and up to 600k. Okay, so that should, you're EU, aren't you, Cossack? So that's another 300,000. How many accounts have you got? Oh, looks like a bit of spam coming in there. Probably wouldn't recommend clicking that one. There we go. Let me just sort that one out. Where's my little... There we go. That should fix that. Just didn't make it to the million. Maybe not this time, Costa, but next time, hopefully, you'll be able to get that million. I'm sure you've probably had million before, haven't you? It's just a nice target to have. Hey, Right One Two, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? Right, nothing else in the mail. Everything's posted on. You wanted to buy the token when you hit 1 million. Now, how I should, my assets are worth more. Yeah, that's the thing, is having all your assets. We're missing Cookie tonight. Oh, you clicked it, sub-level B. That's a terrible thing to do, really, in terms of unsolicited links. I certainly wouldn't recommend clicking on them. Cookie is probably going to be coming down later tonight, I think. She likes to come down later on once everyone else has gone to bed. Oreo's fast asleep on the chair over there, so don't think he's going to... having 2 accounts. Oh, yes. That's the other hard thing, isn't it, Kostek? I guess having 2 accounts, you can make twice the gold, really, can't you? Does your husband make a lot of gold himself? That would be my question. Hey lurkers, thanks for stopping by. How are you? Thank you for the chef's hat. This is my pride and joy, this chef's hat. Took me about 2 months to get it, collecting up all my Epicureans awards, but it really helps with my cooking now. He's more of a good grinder. Well, that was certainly good for reputation, Costa. Any quick ways to get that? Currently, it's just dailies. The only easier way to do it is to do the time walking Wrath of the Lich King when it pops up. That tends to help. But other than that, yeah, you do have to do the dailies. Old Dalaran and Stormwind. You get about 3 a day that way. So it can be done in a month if you're dedicated on it. Oh, what have you got there? Oh, thank you, Corbin Goodcat, for the follow. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Let's catch up on chat here. Need something that's not available on the auction house. He goes and gets it. Well, that's like, so it sounds like a good partnership, Costa. You made a bunch of feasts the other day and you was really wishing you had the chef's hat. Yeah, it really does help. And you farm the auction house. Well, that's always the good way. Oh, did I miss something from Fiestopa? Can't see a Fiestopa. Must have missed that whisper. There we are. Have to find them elsewhere. So order of the day today. A bit of restocking, I think. Let's go have a look. Make sure TSM can see all my auctions. I've got a few coming off here. Do I have a loots.com set up? And we can send loots. Oh, I do. I set that up, right one too. I've got it on a time message. Let me see if I can activate that. Bear with me. What have we got? Where is it? Activate. True. Don't know if that just worked. No, maybe not. Let me just copy and paste it. That'll be easier. I think this is it. I think this is how it's worked. I've never used it before, so let's give this a go. I think the loots link is that. Try that, and I think it might work. And then we get to try it for the first time, which would be awesome. Okay, try that, do that, and see if that works. There we go, let's do a cancel scan. That's it, that works, excellent. Okay, well thank you ever so much in advance, right one too. It's very kind of you to show support. Deselect all groups, and we want cloaks, necks, rings, run cancel scan. There we go. Alright, look at all those that are below min price. I have to check my Chaos Crystal prices. Got 9 to cancel, so I've at least got a few areas of the enchanting market we can hold on to. Run that again. Cancelling 1. Okay, that should probably be enough. Let's try it one last time just to make sure it got that last one. Should say done cancelling with this. Then I know it's done. Yep. Let me go pick those up. A mongoose we got there, that came in as an extra. And then back on, select all this time, deselect the base, run post. So those of you that are in the UK, did you have a good Mother's Day? That's my question. There we are, that's all that done. Might want to make myself dress shoes and put minus speed enchant on it. Ah, okay. I'll walk a bit quicker. Oh, well, I have got my feather though, Pointy Gnome, so that's a great idea for my other characters perhaps. Yes, we had Mother's Day today, right one too. I know it's normally in May for everyone else, but here in the UK we have it early, in March. So it always throws everyone, because everyone goes, it's Mother's Day already? But no, it was for us in the UK, we have it today. Which is a bit weird. Ah, you have it today as well. Okay, but only put the clocks forward on the 25th. Yeah, I think we have similar, Tony, too. Let's go check those enchants. Give it some time to register that. Well, there's 2 that are just about to finish, so I might as well cancel them now. Oh, you got 5 today. That's excellent, Hieronymus. That's well on the way to the cooking hat. Oh, that's because you're in Wales. Not a different time zone to the rest of the UK then, Tony, too. I love Wales. It's got such beautiful countryside. Congrats on your 5 Epicureans, Hieronymus. You're well on the way. Only 78 to go. And then that hat will be yours. Shopping. Let's have a look at shopping. Let's have a look at Chaos Crystals. 194 gold. That's okay. 262 is my average. Ah, there's Shatrath as well. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, so the capital city, Stormwind, Old Dalaran, definitely. Those are the 2 I did, and I used to get 3 that way. I guess if you're like Alliance, you can do Ironforge and Stormwind. I do believe they have 1 each, but I would have to double check that. There's lots here under 200. So let's keep my numbers up and my averages down. I'll buy a few more of these at 194. That's a good amount less than my average. Doing Dalaran and Orgrimmar. Satrath. Yeah, I'd forgotten completely about right, it was only 1 capital city period. It could be Lurkers, I'm not sure, because I only ever did Stormwind and Old Dalaran. But yeah, it would be good if it was more. But five's a good one, because some of them do give 2. So if you're lucky with 2 lots of 2, and then you get another one, then that's going to help. Let's just look at our average now. It's 264. And we open up these. And our average is now 261. Okay, so it's going down a little bit each time. Oh, right, 1 per continent. So that would make sense. Good evening, Bullywolf. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well tonight. How was your weekend? Fun fact, if you use Smart Average and do farm stuff, it will lower your average by, as you think it should. That would be interesting, Lurkers. I had a feeling it might do that. Now, would that work if I say, for example, this is something we could test later on. Currently, I have 23,000 nether shards. So if I convert those into items and disenchant those, I wonder if my average will go down. Working hard on your flying? Excellent, Bullywolf. That's Legion flying, isn't it? Or are you talking about Draenor flying? I forget which one. Oh, there we go. There's a loot. Did that come in? Let me see if I can view it. There we are. Don't think I spotted it coming in on the stream. Let me know if it did pop in, because I'm just testing that. Yep, Legion. Okay, you're just missing Suramar. Oh yes, Suramar. That's a bit of a reputation grind, that one is. I have got the loot overlay on, so I wonder if that's not coming through. Or did I miss it on the stream? That could be another thing. But thank you very much. You saw it pop by. Okay. Fantastic. I didn't get any audio notifications, so that's why I probably missed it. And I've got loads of chat windows over the top. So that's probably what's killing it as well. Oh, it did pop in. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I missed the message, unfortunately. So let me see if I can rectify that and catch it. Thank you, Corbin Goodcat. You sent one. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Right One Too. It's very kind of you to show support. Let me see if I can find where that was. There we go. Let's move that across. There we go. There we go. What did we have? Alright, there we go. Got the audio then. There we go. Gold for gobbies in chef hats. Thank you, Right One Too. That's awesome. Thank you very much. You sent one as well, GeoHeb. Well, thank you very much. I think I can see them pending. So I'll see if that pops up. Got too many windows and too many little bits and pieces over my overlay. So I'll move that up there, that there, and see if that works. No daily in the Undercity after doing Orgrimmar. Okay, Hieronymus. So it is pretty much like you said, one per capital. And then Shatrath and Old Dalaran. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, a few quests at a time, then did something else a bit, rinse, repeat. That's pretty much how I approached it as well, Lurkers. I remember sort of levelling up through and then doing a bit of the reputation, and then if I got a bit bored, then I'll go off and do something else. Yeah, I think that's the only way to keep your sanity, really. Oh, I heard a bop going there. Let's see if I can keep an eye on it this time. Oh yeah, there we go, so it pops up. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Let's see if I can see the... Thanks for streaming, appreciate the gold making help. Oh, well, thank you very much. I can't see the name on that. Damn my old eyes. Hold on. That's from Casey. Okay. Thank you ever so much. Alright, I'm just juggling all my windows around trying to make sure I catch everything. Total professional. 800 quests. Wow, that's loads, isn't it? Oh, Bear Tartar's just sold. Okay, the Cataclysm mobs unfortunately only drop dual crafting patterns. Ah, okay. What were you hoping for, Pointy Gnome, other than dual crafting patterns? Goes off the top. Oh, I've got it on the... comes on there. Weird. Okay.
Won't distract you.
Okay, thank you. The High Society top hat. Excellent. Well, good luck with that, Pointy Gnome. Fingers crossed for you. Enchanting. I want to restock on Enchanting. Ooh, got a few things. What do we need? Load of Arcana. Can we make Arcana? Ooh, we need some ley light. So, what's going to be the best way around to do this one? We'll do the ley light we have, and then we'll do... What should we do? We'll do... I've got some silk, so we'll make some bracers, and we'll disenchant those. Do those. How much bag space have I got? My second question. That's okay. Right. Silkweave braces. Great. Oh. And we need to get /Tsm destroy. Up. And we'll move that to the side. No, we won't. Move. You have to do it when the bar's going across, otherwise it resets. There we go. Fill up our bags with all of those, and then we'll disenchant these, and then we'll get ourselves some more ley lights, maybe some bloods, maybe a chaos crystal or two. No, probably not that many. And then we can turn them into arcana. What's our silk price actually? Let's have a look. Our silk price is 5 gold 34. So the matte price of arcana from that should be 16 gold 56. I do apologise for the big slurp then. Have you put the new functions or value sources to use in any operations or prices? Not the new ones, the new TSM4 ones, no. I've stuck with the ones that I know, which are average by, or just simple maths, or basically maybe min, max, or average. Those are the kind of functions I use. I haven't used any of their more sort of like more detailed logic functions that they've got. I know Shayra put a really good post on the WoW economy about the hexweave bags, but I haven't had a deep enough look at that to see whether it's one I can use or not. Right, that's done, that's done. There we go, let's disenchant these. Get that bit of paper out of the way. There we go. Have you used them, lurkers? How have you gotten on with them if you have? Let's move that there. And now I'm going to move that window a minute. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Ah, good evening, Grace. I missed your popping in there. Apologies, I just saw it there pop in. There we go. Apologies for missing you earlier. There you are. You don't have TSM4 yet, but you're looking forward to using region average daily solds to filter crafting. Ah, okay. That sounds like it could be a good one. Surma is long. Yes, it is long, and it can get a bit tedious. They looked at the hexweave post. It's not using any of the new things. Oh, okay. It just looks like using logic then. The basic logic, as it were. No worries. Well, thank you, Grace. It's very understanding of you. Can't seem to keep up with the vials, but love the sales. Well, it's one of those supply-demand things, isn't it? Hopefully you can get enough to get at least some sales through to get yourself some profit. I hear it's a very lucrative market. It's one I should pursue at a later date once I've got some more characters with professions. Oop. Poor little Samadan seems to be lagging a little bit. Not sure if it's the frame rate or not, or whether it's just all my disenchanting. There we are. Do at least a few of these. Don't like to do too many of these in one go because it does get a little bit tedious. This is a bit like doing the Surma quest line. You just do a few, then you go off and do something else so that it doesn't kill all your sanity. And you can also use item level value source to value pets that are higher level without having to split them into different groups. Well, that sounds interesting. Now, I haven't leveled pets, so that's not something I've had a need for, but I can see how that would be useful because I did something similar, having to deal with all the variations of... Oh, there's a blood of Sagaris. All the variations of making something with tailoring. So using the item level. Doesn't TSM automatically sort of like take into account item level though? I thought it would automatically change the prices without having to do anything special anyway. But that could be my misunderstanding of how it works. I can make a few at least, so let's make these. What are we missing? More Arcana. And let's make the necks because they use the ley lights up. And that leaves us with a cloak, a ring. Well, no, now we're out of Arcana again. Now we've got more ley shatters, so we'll do those. Now we have to make some more braces. If you happen to set up that way perhaps, but currently item level isn't included as a value source in TSM3. Right. I'll have a look, because my groups I know definitely isn't set up as such. Make some more braces. Gonna have to do another batch, unfortunately, just to get ourselves enough ley light. Alright, excuse me one moment, I'm just gonna get some more water. Hold on. There we go. We're back. Oh, hold on. Greetings, Ignis. Thanks for stopping by. And hello, Kyafin. How are you doing? Now all the adulting is done, you can play for the next 20 hours. That sounds awesome. How are you both this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Could you please let the quest for Silkweave Braces rank 3 appear on NA servers? Wow, yeah, it's a pain waiting for it. I remember having to wait a good while for it. It was the only thing getting me in the way. I was on Shay's video, right? The formula example she used was DB region market average if equals item level 25, 3,000, that will add 3,000 to the DB region market average of a level 25 pet. Ah, okay. That sounds good. Excellent. Thanks for sharing that, Lurkers. That sounds pretty cool. Doing very well, thank you, Kyafin. You drank some cocktails the first time in over 5 years. How did that go, Ignis? Hopefully it worked all right. Yes, Shay she's very good with the formula. You stopped after 2 and you feel fine. Well, that's okay. That sounds like a sensible thing to do. Destroy. Right. I am. Okay, you changed a few of them, a few of your own, and it made a huge difference. Well, that's good. Oh, you might break 100k profit today for the first time. That sounds like a great milestone there. And that's profit. You know, a lot of times people just look at the sales numbers and forget to remember that it's profit that's the important thing. That's the first time since coming back. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back, certainly. You didn't drop below 300k for the last 30 days daily. But that's because of multiboxing. And you are a master of that, Ignis. You certainly have that nailed down to a T. That's brilliant, 300k daily. One account, only 2 110s. Well, that's pretty respectable, lurkers. That's good numbers. Right. There you go. Loads more done. So now back to our enchanting. I'll need to make some lay shatters. Do those. Mainly make it from just one. Yeah, that's like me and Samadan, although my numbers aren't quite that high. So that's pretty impressive. Your druid of all trades. Yeah, druids are very good for that kind of thing, aren't they? It's a shame in a way my druid's a troll and can't share across factions. You have 5 accounts of farming and 3 on one account to craft with the farm stuff. So 6 accounts in total. You are a troll. Yes, the rest of my characters are Alliance though. That's my issue with that one. According to achievements panel, you earned 29k gold today. That's pretty respectable point, you know. I like that. Troll druid. Not the mean type of troll. Absolutely, lurkers. Certainly not that. You never write your own strings. They say gibber gibber to me. Even the ones I need explained, even after all these years. You know, write one too. I'm with you on that. I call it simple every time as much as I can. And if there's a way for me to simplify it and just use what I want, which is why I change a lot of my material prices just to average buy, because at least then I know that's what it is. Yeah, a background in programming would certainly help. Have we got enough? No, we need to make some more arcana. We need loads of arcana tonight. I'm not going to have enough ley lights, so I'm going to have to make more braces. Which means I think Earthen's probably going to have to do the braces. Or at least we can make one more. Maybe 2? We can get that? No, don't get 2. We'll make one more. There we go, put those on. That one, and select all. Not shopping, wrong one. There we go, post scan. Let's get these enchants back on. You don't have the luck selling shirts like sub-level B does though. No, sub's done really well with those old Dalaran shirts, really well. I've given up on them myself. It's not worked out for me on Shadow Song. I think there's just not enough sales and the posting costs are too high for me. So I backed out of that market. You have to do a copy paste from Shay or Gum or someone and then send in the tip. And if it works, you leave it alone. Oh right, yeah. It can be confusing. I certainly get confused quite easily on it. Like having classes. Yeah, I mean that's I know that's something Gumdrops is certainly entertaining the idea of, isn't he? But or I think my approach is to keep it simple and try and just sort of make do like that. But you know that's not for everyone, obviously. He was on a super high pop. Was that sub in the shirts? Was it, lurkers? I think a high pop really helps with the volume because it's also convenience. Then you get enough people that really don't want to do it. Yeah, execution. I'm the same. It's quite overwhelming, so that's why I've stayed away from it. Love a stream on writing the strings. Shay did a 7-hour stream the other day. You really enjoyed watching it. Okay, I missed that one. I have to check that one out. You're on a high pop as well, but there's a lot of competition. Yeah, that's the thing. If no one's bothering, then you've got the market to yourself. But otherwise, yeah, you are kind of stuck with that one. You just look at the average number sold. If it's less than 0.5, don't even bother. I think that's probably a good rule of thumb. It does kind of depend a little bit on your server, because some can have a like slightly niche different sort of variations within that. But yeah, that sounds like a good ballpark to go with. Right, groups. We're going to look at our tailoring, because I think we've got a lot to restock on. I've got a hexweave bag, more satchels. Want to sell those, so let's gather those up. You're saying auction house for the Arcana now. No intermediate crafts. Let's go pick up the silk. You'd go down to 0.4. I mean, I don't mind if it's the right item to go even lower than that. I wouldn't exclude anything personally. But then I'd probably just have to try it, get a feel for it. And if it's not working, then yeah, I'd definitely try something else. And it depends obviously on the profit margins as well. Red linen vest. Silkweave satchels. How much shal'dorei silk have I got left? I might pick up some more. You made a clip of her simple mistake and she commented that Gumdrops would have a heyday with it. Alright, brilliant. I'll have to have a look out for that one. Simply she's got to put things in a group. Whoops. Never mind. Shal'dorei silk. Oh, we've got some here. I'll take that. Have you got any else dumped anywhere randomly? No. That's all the silk we've got. Right, let's make the rest of the silk into braces. Where's it gone? You fished up 3,000 fish, and it's not going to be nearly enough. 3,000. What are you going to do with 3,000 fish, lurkers? That's a huge amount. Value I 39 silkweave braces. And let's make a load more. And Ignis is straight in there. What kind of fish? Special kinds. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. I'll use a trackball mouse. I've never used one of those. How are they? Are they comfortable to use? I tend to use the just regular mouse myself. I'll use your blood of Sargeras for the fish. Right, okay, that's interesting. So you got two. Okay, one for scroll use only. That's very weird, right one too. Because you broke the scroll on the other. Is that from posting all your auctions? That's brilliant. Yeah, once you're used to one kind, I mean, I'm used to using a graphics tablet a lot of the time. But obviously, it's got no scroll wheel, and it doesn't work for something like World of Warcraft anyway. So I have to switch between a tablet and the mouse quite frequently anyway. So I'm used to that. Yeah, posting and cancelling. Well, that's a good way to make use of your scroll wheel, if ever there was one. Alt up. There we go. Let's destroy. As you get your bloods from your Stonehide leather shuffle. Yeah, I mean, I get a fair amount from Samadan doing the same here with my tailor. It's amazing how quickly they do add up, especially when you're talking numbers that you do, Ignis, with the thousands. I mean, I know I'm very much small scale by comparison. Oh, you put the macro on a key. Okay, yeah, have many smashed keys. Yeah, putting on a key would be an interesting one. I'd find that difficult because the good thing about the scroll wheel is you could just like gently use it and it's doing multiple clicks at the same time like I'm doing now. Although I have got control held down, so it's slightly more awkward. I can't do it one-handed. So if a cat decides to come and sit on my lap, it would be nice to be able to do this one-handed. But then I'd miss my zoom in and out. When you've got no room in your guild banks, you simply craft the shoulders and vendor them. Wow, that's pretty extreme way of clearing space, but I mean, I did. Hey, 10th Fongular, thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Good to have you by the stream. You have a Razer Naga Chroma. How's that go, HoodieCon? Is that do you enjoy that mouse? I've not tried any Razer mice myself. Then you'd hit number 5 and just smash that. And hold the cat, or I just set the macro to every key and get the cat to just walk across the keyboard. That would probably work just as well. Alright, finally we should have enough ley light to be able to make another 3 rings, hopefully. Oh, it's got 12 buttons and it's comfortable. Wow, that's plenty of buttons. I'll probably get confused with that one. That's what we're going to try, is the Naga with the macros. Yeah, that could be useful. You bought a used Naga 2012 4 years ago on eBay just to try it, and you stuck with it ever since. Right, okay. 93k. Let's go 100k. Nearly there, lurkers. You can do it. Right. Done those. Right, we can make 3. Right, excellent. Get those going. So being used to the trackball and having a really fit thumb, Naga with the buttons on that thumb side was easy to adjust to. Yeah, that's a good idea, because you do use your thumb quite a lot, don't you, with the trackball? Because it's just there. Alright, we've made those. I might as well do some cooking whilst I'm sat here by the guild bank. I bet we got a load of cooking to stock up on, because loads of it got sold. What could we cook? You can take out a 6-foot man with his thumb. I'd like to see that right one too. That sounds like it would be a fun challenge. Okay, cooking, 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 cooking. Restock all its loads. Time to don a chef's hat for this. Most definitely. It's cooking time. Gathering. Start gathering. And intermediate crafts. 2 each of those. Back to gathering. Open that up. Collect me up all this stuff. Hey, thank you, Grace. Thank you, GeoHip. Let's get cooking with Samadan. Tonight's stream is brought to you with Cooking with Samadan. Right, that was quick. Collected that up. Or quick for a guild bank, anyway. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Where's the ones need to add in? We want 2 each, that'll make it easy. So, Drogba, Labicue, Surma, Barracuda, and Koi. There's a big old list. Big old list of cooking. Plonk of fire. I don't want to put it next to Phineas Banker, so let's put it to my left. Be a bit more convenient. Right, Labicue ribs, go. Surma surf and turf, go. Hey, brilliant. Thank you, right one too. It's food time. It's about it said 4,700 profit before I looked at it. Oh, it does lag a little bit whilst I'm doing this. The cooking hat's so fast, it lags the game. It can't keep up with it. Or it lags Mr. Potato, should I say. Probably faster CPUs would probably cope with this. Make me salads. And then my delicacy platter. Fighter chow. And 5 lavish Surma feasts. And we're done. There we go, off we go back. Post all of that, that's all selected. Haven't done any shopping yet. Could do is doing some shopping. We did the chaos crystals, but we could do it looking to see if there's any other good bargains. On a Sunday night, I bet you some people might have just dumped some stuff on a Sunday night and so haven't really paid attention, so maybe we can scoop up. Ooh, look at that, Hexweed bags are up to 2,700. That's nice. Hey Hoodiecom, have I sniped anything good? Not me personally, I don't tend to use sniper. My realm's pretty low pop and I don't tend to find anything or know what to do with it. But be interested to know if anyone else in the chat has sniped anything good. Yesterday you went back to Tsm 4. Last time was a few months ago, and hoping things would be good. How did you get on, right 1-2? Did you manage okay, or were the bugs kind of game breaking for you? I know it can be difficult when things you're used to are hard. You sniped a 300 XP boost for 40k and sold for 80k. Well, that sounds pretty good, Hoodiecom. Congrats on that. So today you went back to Tsm 3. You had many issues. It was laggy for you, and you spent most of the day fixing broken things and making no gold. Then you had issues getting TSM back in order. Now you're back to, well, I'm glad you're back to normal. Yeah, restoring the backups can make things a little bit harder. Make it easier, rather. So glad you got it back. But yeah, TSM, the betas, I would say on the whole, if you can work around the issues, or if you're doing simple things like I am, it seems to be okay. But obviously it's not for everyone, because it's still a work in progress. You snipe on and off on your low pop realm. Okay. Best thing, except for some smaller stacks of materials, was 10 stacks of 200 bacon for the price of a single bacon. Oh, that's a nice one, Executioner. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm with you on that one. Right one, too. Alright, the price might have gone up. But then there's the old saying, isn't there? A bird in the hand worth more than the two in the bush. You're going to be a terrible person to be with on the day you're forced to use TSM4 to get forever. Well, I'm sure they will release it when it's all more polished. Oh, he instantly whispered you and you felt a little bad afterwards. I mean, what would you do in that situation? If it was a genuine mistake, would you give the money back? Magnificent Hide is coming in at 125, which is actually the average, but it's not my average because my average is 70. You sniped a piece of gear for 400 and you meant to put it up for 40k. Oh, whoops. No backsies. It confirms for a reason. Yes, this is true. This is true. Oh, there's loads of raw beast hide here. I already got loads of it, but for 1 gold 90, that is super cheap. There's 87 of 50. Do I want to do more of these, I wonder? I'm not sure, actually. Borean leather. Let's do a few of them, just so we've got some. For you, it would depend on how the other person approaches me. Yes, I think I'd probably be in the same boat, Pointy Gnome. And it would depend on what I got and how much it was. Whether it looked like it was a genuine mistake or whether it was just not knowing the price. Let's get these. 40 at least. And then I'm going to slip past that one and get the 44. Oh, the elixir of rapid mines. Is that it? Hey Braindead, how are you doing? To snipe you need to have a lot of time on your hands. Most people who snipe watch a movie or play another game, and when the bell tolls they look and check it. Yeah, I think that tends to be the way, doesn't it? Or if you've got 2 accounts you can have one in the background and then swap between the 2. Yeah, the rapid mines, right, okay. Hey 94s, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing with the elixirs now. They haven't graded them out yet, have they? But I think the price of them has gotten so crazy. I'm not sure whether it's worth it. Hey Neuraxius, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Doing great. I'm doing very well, thank you. We're just going through our usual bits and pieces, having a look at some shopping at the moment. We've done our restocks, and then we'll probably go have a word with Nomi in a minute. Give him a short conversation about some cursed queenfish that I've been leaving with him. And hopefully he's going to give me some Broken Isle recipe scraps in return. That's the deal anyway. That Essence of Undeath is really cheap. 1 gold 14. I normally buy that for 30 gold. So I shall be buying those. And I'm going to buy some more of it because it's got a few of them up. There we go. I'm going to take that one, those 6. Hard for you to sell crafts or enchants alchemy on the realm you're on. So they're below what TSM says to sell them. Okay. Yeah, it can be tricky, Braindead. The only thing around that is to somehow reduce your operating costs, your material costs. But that's easier said than done sometimes. And Nomi can be a challenge, certainly. You just forced Nomi eggs on all your alts and traded Nomi snacks to your chef. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Sleepy. And that will, I mean, yes, and it'd save you having to buy them, wouldn't it? It drives you batty. Yeah, Nomi does that to a lot of people. Can I show you how to post manual items from your bags? I can't figure it out. I don't tend to do that actually, Neuraxius. I've got everything set up with groups. So we can have a look and see what it would be. Because there is the quick post from bags, but I don't use it because I don't kind of trust TSM to set the prices. I'd rather personally set the groups myself, and then I've got a lot more control over the prices. Gives me kind of like a chance to have a look at it. Oh, it's quick posts from bags in TSM 3. You're glad you got the cooking stuff done way back. Yeah, I think it is a time investment and a money investment. Our auctionator, yeah, I do know a lot of people use your auctionator for those manual posts. I've seen a few people on stream. I've not used it myself, so I couldn't say what's the best one for that. But I have seen people use auctionator. Because with auctionator you can put things in at certain points quite easily, I've seen. Yeah, the quick posts, yeah, I don't personally trust it. And you're saying you don't trust auctionator, pointing home. Yeah, I have seen some people use it. I've seen Shin use it, and I've seen the Gold Queen use it. But I've not used it myself. I don't have it on. For me, I like to set my groups up. If I'm going to sell something, I put it in here, and then at least I know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Auctionator shows you all the listings of the item you're posting and undercuts it by 1 copper. But can you choose where you can put it in Hoodicon, or does it automatically just put it right at the bottom? Oh, so you keep Nomi fed on eggs even after you've got all the rank 3s, just for the snacks. That's an interesting idea. I hadn't even thought about that. I figured I just literally would be done with Nomi and I wouldn't ever visit him again. You tried auction a few weeks ago. Click the auction. Oh, hold on. I'm going to buy this bolt of linen cloth because it's 29 silver for a bolt, which is really cheap. Hold on, and I'll catch up on chat. And there's more. There's 5 of 10 that are also cheap. What is my purchase price on linen cloth? 44 silver. So they're selling the bolts for less than the price of the linen cloth itself. Okay, pick those up. Then I'll catch up on chat. There we go. Right. So you can choose with Auctionator. Yeah, that's what I thought you could do. You tried Auctionator a few weeks ago, clicked the button, went to undercut. Not sure what happened after. Might have clicked a different item and it posted that for the undercut price. Right, okay. Got to go for a bit. No worries, lurkers. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your 100k. Linen cloth. Goes for like 1 silver on your server. Wow. Okay. Well, it's still a little bit of a profit here. I mean, there is so much of it. I mean, I got 3,800, so that's going to keep me okay. But yeah, make them into bolts. You can make some simple sails. Yeah, definitely. I mean, even at what's that? 98 silver. How much crafting cost of a bolt is 88 silver. How many does it take for a bolt? I used to have the crafting cost here on the crafting items in there, but maybe I'll have to go into the tailoring and it'll show me. Can't remember how many linens it takes. There's 5 as far as you know. Okay, thanks Pointy Gnome. I'm just going to have a look on my tailoring once it comes up. There's a trouble with this delay at the moment. It is slowing down the ability to be able to, you know, quickly put up your professions, which is kind of limiting. It does mean I get to check the chat. Linen, bolt of linen requires 2 linen cloth. Okay, so it's twice. Yeah, the lag is pretty bad at times. Sometimes it's really quick, but sometimes it's really slow. Ah, thank you, DK Ripcurl, for the follow. Welcome on board, and thanks for stopping by the stream. Alright, I think we'll leave the auction house for the moment, and let's go up to Dalaran, since we're talking about Nomi. I have the patience of a monk. You'd be raging at that lag opening your profession window. Yes, I mean, it hasn't always been that way. It's only been the past few weeks. So once they've got it sorted out, I'm sure it'll be fixed. But for me, it's kind of like, okay, well, it's a time for me to kind of think about what I'm doing next, because I quite often forget. So it's quite nice. But that's just me. I like to take things slow a lot of the time. And loading times as well. That's quite slow now as well. What's faster? It's bad with TSM 3, but not that bad. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the TSM 4, it didn't have the character loading lag, but now I've got the zoning lag like this, and I've also got the profession lag, which wasn't there before. It used to be a lot faster than this. Maybe it's a few too many add-ons for Mr. Potato to handle. And the guild bank is horrendously slow, yes. Yeah, you put yourself in your own bank. Put it in your own bank is easier. If you got the reagent bank is quite nice, but it does quickly fill up, doesn't it? Run most of your rolls without TSM. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you don't need it, then certainly turn it off, just to increase your performance. There we are, right. Nomi, how are we doing today? We've got 1 broken recipe scrap. My total is now 8, so I'm 2 away. That's close. We're close. Yeah, I've never run TSM unless you're using it. Yeah. Because I've got this lag here, and this is just opening a cooking window automatically. Do that with all the add-ons. Per each toon, they have different needs, so only have what they need. Yeah. Does it make sense to buy TSM? That's an interesting question, Nicey Force. I personally signed up for Premium. The reason being, between TSM and Gumdrops' stream and Breg's vids, they were all what got me into gold making. And using TSM, I was able to earn enough gold to pay for my WoW subscription with gold rather than real money. So for me, it actually saved me money using TSM. So I figured, well, why not put the money that I was going to pay for my subscription, why don't I put that into TSM? And it meant I was able to get hold of the beta straight away, which is the second reason. And yes, it supports the developers, and you also get the extras of having everything backed up to the cloud, which is super easy, just like having Dropbox. Yeah, it's pennies to help them for something they do free as a hobby. Well said, right one too. Right, Cursed Queenfish. Let's add another 6 in, and we'll leave the rest. No problem, 94s. What have we got? Those are finished. Let's have a look at our map. Any decent bloods quests or bacon? Oh, there's a... Ooh, yeah, okay. What have we got? A 4 bloods, a 10 bacon, and a 5 bloods. We'll pick those up for sure, but let's go to our order hall first. Ah, thank you Spleen1015 for the follow. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for following the stream. I hope you're doing well this fine Sunday evening. Yeah, I think it's something like that, right one too. If you give them sort of like the either 6 months or a year up front. Hi Spleen, thanks for stopping by the chat. Does UK do daylight savings time? Yes, we do, Grace. When it is, I'm not sure. I think it's towards the end of March, so probably another couple of weeks or so. And then we'll have another... What do? We lose an hour's sleep, unfortunately. Oh, yours is today, is it? Oh, okay. Your Eastern Standard Time, isn't it? I wonder if that's... oh, I have to double check my my schedule, because I quoted those for Eastern Standard Time. I'll have to double check that I've done them correctly. Oh, you're Central. Right, okay. Anything need collecting? No. Right. Missions. Yeah, you changed today. Okay. You're currently 546. Okay. You're in the northeast. Okay, right one too. So I have to double check my schedule, make sure I've got the correct times in there. Oh, what's that? Hungry Magister just sold a couple of those. And Galaxy Platter just sold a couple of those. Well, there's a couple of 200 golds. There's some good gold missions here. You like using the great deals on TSM? That's because you sell transmog. I've never used it actually, Braindead. There's so many things that I haven't used, but yeah, that's one of the things that I certainly haven't used yet. Well, it's gone down to 165. Might do something different. Missions duration. No, we don't need that. Extra rep could be useful. Primal Sargarite possibly. Let's go the Primal Sargarite. Might as well collect some up. Then we'll do the artifact power. We do need some. There we go. Pacific Northwest for you, GeoHeb. Okay. Oh, you pick up a lot of stuff as well. Right one too. Oh, look, bring Blingtron. 6,000. Let's party. There we go. What do we need? Let's heal someone. Let's heal some zealots. And let's get... what's that? Champion's item level. They're all on mission, so we'll leave that. Toy we've already got. Argus rep. Is that? Equip a champion with Azurite Sapphire was gains missions longer than 8 hours by 40%. Well, that seems quite good. What do we get here? Load of greys. Right. Right, we are. You have to weed out all the false positives. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't understand transmog enough to be able to pick those out. There's always something on the list you can deal with. You made 1 million selling transmogs. Well, that's pretty good, brain dead. But you just used up 900,000 on tokens to get the next expansion. Well, that's a good investment, brain dead. I hope you got some capital left, though. That would be my only thing. But you can often pick something up you can flip. I might have to start looking into those then, right one too. Does sound an interesting one. There we go. Move that there. Move that there. Lost that loads. There we go. Oh, no. We're fine, Mr. Potato. Everything's fine. This is all fine. As long as you can grab and flip, you already have the idea of what it... of that. Yes, that's true. Worth a try here and there. Worst case scenario, you disenchant and sell the material. Yes. Good point, actually. You've got 190k left. Okay, that's good, brain dead. You've done a lot of collections this way. Oh, of course, yeah, learning the appearances, that's something I really don't bother with. I'd like to a bit more, because it's nice to look snazzy every now and again. Right, what's closest out of our list of things? Where are we at? Stormheim, and that one's Valshara, so one of the others... Bacon's all the way down there, so maybe we do that, then Highmountain, then Valshara. Okay, we'll do it in that order. Where's me flight path? Might as well get on a little flight whilst we do this. There we are. Pick you.
How may I help?
We would like to go see someone about some bacon, so we'll go over here. Thank you very much. Alright, there we go. Now I can check on the chat. You've just gotten into the habit that every time you pick up a mail off the appropriate class, they learn, then disenchant it. Yeah, that's a pretty nice way of doing it, right one too, and then you can slowly build it up. I know my son really likes to collect his transmog, so he does a fair amount of old world farming and things like that, and collecting mounts and things. So he's really enjoying that side of the game, whereas I'm focused more on gold. Not massive amounts, but you know, the bit that I do have, I'm looking to expand it mainly now. That's the next thing. All the professions is my next goal, but I need to make some more characters for that, or at least level them up a bit higher. I was thinking with Bridget what to do with her as a hunter. Alchemy and herbalism, I think, was one of the suggestions, or maybe inscription. But alchemy definitely seems to be quite a good one, because you can start using that quite early on, I think. Don't know really. Enchanting definitely I've enjoyed. Tailoring's I'm enjoying now that I've expanded it some more. Leatherworking I'm still building on. Cooking's awesome. I love cooking. But yeah, jewel crafting's another thing. You have 16 alchemist engineers for the cooldowns. Wow, right one too. Malevolent Gladiator's Iron Skin Tunic. TSM say it should be sold for 4,500 and... okay. And the crafter on your realm was selling them for 355. Wow, that's a difference and a half. Where do we want our bacon? Hey Anarch Runner, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by the stream. What am I looking for? Someone here. You, I would imagine.
We fight for the light.
I'm going to move out this way because otherwise I'm going to get knocked off. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Myself, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We've done our normal auction house routines, using our professions to make our gold. And now we're just working on picking up some bacon, picking up some quests. What have we got here? I haven't done this elite before. Let's go have a look. There you go. Oh, someone else has come along to help. That's why you don't see a point in getting into the crafting when players like him sell them like that. Walter White loved cooking too. A lot of people have skewed the prices. You can set it, you can never sell anything less than your mat cost, crafting costs, and it still makes a profit. Yeah, I think the default TSM Groot in TSM 4 doesn't quite take into account the fact that you could get your materials at different places, and so you can actually manipulate the prices lower if you need to. That's 2. I'm not going to bother with the 2. I'll do this one next. Go on, my dragon. Does anyone have a good add-on to manage materials, stacking them in the guild bank? I'm not sure in the guild bank executioner. I know the add-on I use, Antibags, is quite good for compressing stacks, which is quite nice in your actual bags, but for the guild bank I don't know. Isn't there a default Blizzard ordering option that you can click that will just automatically sort the stacks? I think it's one of the buttons at the top that might do that. Which do we want? Enchant Cloak, Word of Strength. Right, let's get our enchanting up. Bank stack works for you, but some say it doesn't work. Alright, okay. You didn't see it for your guild bank. I'll have to check next time I'm at my guild bank executioner. I remember someone pointing out to me and said, okay, it's here, you can press that and it'll sort your stacks out. But I'll have to double check. There we go. Loaded back in. What do we need to make? Let's go head on over. Oh look, someone's got a flying carpet. My WoW does not like me opening professional windows. Some days it's better than others. What have we got? Word of Strength. Okay. Word of Strength. And of course poor Mr. Potato. Ley light. Ooh, this could be a problem. We don't have any ley light left. Right. We're going to have to switch over.
Ride the winds.
I'm assuming there's a mailbox round here. I'm hoping there is one. Or I might have to miss this one and do the next one. Because I need to go to Earthen and send myself some braces to disenchant. Can't see anything obvious. With the TSM Bank UI using the put item name. Right, okay. There is one there. Okay, I ran past it. Thank you, Nextramus. Let me just see if I can find it. Just need to see the icon. I'm not used to what it looks like here. What did I miss from right 1 2? Use bank stacks. Should put a mini-map icon up for you and follow those instructions like Alt click for this, Control click for that. One page at a time. Or does your own bag. Oh, okay, interesting. And TSM does it with the bank UI using the put item name. Right, okay, that's cool. And again, did I? Oh, right, okay, hold on. Looking for a mailbox, yes. Looking for a mailbox and catching up on chat. Oh, there we go. I saw something. Where did that go? You had it around here somewhere. It's next to the entrance. That's not a mailbox. That's a... Oh, okay, that's a mailbox. Alright, we've got it. Brilliant, thank you everyone. I mean, it's not very obvious, to be fair. Or I can add mailboxes to the minimap. Oh, that's interesting. It has a slot. Yeah, you're right. It does. It does. I'll give you that. But not very visible. But there we go. Okay, I need to quickly switch to Earthen. Log out. So we need to switch to Earthen, and then we need to do... Oh, it's in the townsfolk minimap, is it? And then mailbox. Okay, thank you for that. I've not been using that very much since I discovered it. But I'll have to use that because I've got it up there for something. If I had entered there, the logout would have been faster. Of course, because of the resting, wasn't it? There's me doing it all the slow way. And still, we're here to learn, which is good. The resting area. Yeah, that's it, Hieronymus. So, right. And for a gnome, time is money. Yes, absolutely. Or a goblin. No more goblin. Anyone who's interested in making gold. And you punt both. I've never played the an actual goblin as Horde. That'd be something interesting to at least try out as a proper goblin. But as you can see, with my loading times at the moment, it's not exactly the speediest anyway at the best of times, so I'm not super efficient. I might have to disable a few add-ons and see if it's any quicker, because this is definitely a lot slower than it used to be. Right, Earthen needs to make some braces. Let's make some braces, and then we can send them on to Samadan, who can then make the ley light, who can then do that Bloods quest. Do I have an SST? Yeah, absolutely I do, Sleepy, and WoW is on it, and it's still this slow, so it must be something else. How come most goblins don't play goblins? It's a weird one, isn't it, 94s? I mean, everyone calls people goblins, those who like to make money, but very few of them actually play goblins. Right, how many? We can make 1,500 warhide bindings. So we're not going to make that many, but we'll make a few. Or just fill up our bags. That should be enough. You like this, the goblin starting zone? Yeah, I think is it a volcano or something, and it gets destroyed? Now you have to race change all your tunes. Gumdrops had a backstory for that. I forget what it was. Going to ask him again, but the goblin thing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know there was a story more than the fact that the lore in the game is that they do make gold. So I figured that was the main reason. Seems to make sense. I don't mind Horde or Alliance. I'd like it. What I'd really like though is after BFA, everyone gets together and we can choose to be either, like you can turn PvP on or off. I'd like to be able to turn faction on or off, so that if I wanted to, I could play with both Horde and Alliance players. That's what I'd love to have in a future version of WoW. Whether they ever do it is a different matter. Oh, we sold some Drums of Fury. That's cool. We'll come back to that. Let's mail these first. There you go. Goblins had a great racial best price. Oh, okay. So they always... Yes, because there was something to do with... like the faction and the discount, wasn't it? That would make sense. So they always were able to inherently haggle and get the best price. Alright, I'll come back and finish earthing off in a little bit. We'll just switch to Samadan. Most of your characters are goblins. Well, that's cool, Sleepy. I've not seen many around, obviously being mainly an Alliance player. I only have a couple of Horde characters. We've got Nadamas, and we've got my Druid, Awakening. Welcome back, lurkers. Druid's a Tauren. Yes, I think if you're going to need a Druid, it'll have to be, wouldn't it? A Goblin Druid would be interesting. You like Horde because it's cool, but actually play Alliance because you like aspect of the order they have. Yeah, I mean, Anathema. What's Anathema? That's an interesting one, Grace. You're having Blizzard problems as well. Okay, you don't think it's just me. Oh, okay. It's not me and Mr. Potato. I think it's them. It's a very bad thing to do. Is it, Grace? Okay. It's not a word I've heard before. Right, multiple items. I'll take those. Actually, let's just take everything. Close that. Open it again. Try that again. How much have you got? That's the linen cloth. Oh, anathema. There we go. Right, let's disenchant these. There we go. Blizz had communication problems not too long ago. Maybe it's related. It could be the loading screen and stuff. But there's other people have been having it. Okay, that's good to know. If DB region... Oh, I missed the other one there. Just for a bit though, quick question. When you consider DB market to be inflated compared to DB region market, like if it's 5 times, do I consider that inflated? Or would it be lower, like 3 times? I would consider 3 times usually to be quite inflated. So I usually look to DB region just to give myself a... Oh, I did say it right. Okay, no worries. I think I still don't know what the word means actually. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means. Hey Revolution, do I flip pets and TCG pets? Not me personally, no. I have a few pets on the market, but they're random ones that I've picked up over time, and they don't really sell that well on my server, so it's not a market I'm in. My server's quite a low pop server, but I know others have some great success with pets. There's another YouTuber and Twitch person, Extoria, who does a lot with pets. Check out his stream. He has some really good. He does some really good pet stuff. Yeah, region is a safer number for a lot of times, certainly. No problem, Revolution. Obviously, if you have a question towards professions, I could certainly have an opinion on that. You saw the shark this week for 36 gold. Excellent, Kaifin. Congratulations on that one. Definitely needs a thumbs up for that. Reth. Okay. That's interesting. I've not checked that one, Pointy Gnome. +1 for Extoria when it comes to pets. Absolutely sleepy. Well, there's not 36 gold, yeah. I mean, I'm just glad it sells. Right. I wasn't looking where I was going. Here we go. Enchant Cloak, Word of Strength. There we go. Enchanting. There we go. Making a change to your prices that took inflation into account resulted in much more reasonable prices. Yeah, I've been caught out by pricing things at just DB market and then inflating my own things as I was the only seller. So as a backup, I always use DB region market just if I know I'm going to accidentally inflate it. I tend to use DB region market over DB market. Here we are. Word of Strength. We can make one now. So that's done. Accidentally did that, including DB min buyout in a custom price string by accident. Yeah. Oh, it happened to you on your Shadow Weave mask. Yeah. It's easily done. I think we've all probably done that at some point, and then wondered why we're selling something for over $1 million. Yeah, just keep reposting it. Yeah, I've done that myself many a time. What was the other thing we needed to make? Actually, go fly over and we'll find out. There we go. Check this out. Have a look. What have we got? Whoa! How much nether weave? That's awesome. Look at all this nether weave that Pointy Gnome's got. Oh, can't move my window over. That's brilliant. Thanks for sharing that one, Pointy Gnome. You still raise your price based on your average sell. I don't use average sell. That's an interesting one. Hey Fly Tanks, your Sunwell recipes are nearly at gold cap because of it. Oh, interesting. That's just bloating them right up to 10 million. I've never inflated something that high. You have 19,000 netherweave cloth. That's brilliant. But what was the average buy price, or did you farm them? Oh, someone's bought an shal'dorei salad. What do I need to make here? Word of agility. Okay. I'm not going to open this up whilst I'm flying, otherwise it's just going to lag out on me. So I'll wait until I land. Use average sell in the formula for your normal price and slightly raise it. Okay. Solely from farming old dungeons. Wow. And then it's a question of finding what to do with it. Like you said, they've got the bags, if you can sell them. Enchanting. What did we need? I forgot to look. Word of agility, I believe it was. Technically you use Shay Min, Shay Norm, Shay Max, but you modified them to include what you wanted. Okay, that's fair enough. I've not looked at Shayra's strings, because I've built my own from scratch. I've kept it simple from that respect, but I know a lot of people do use them. You farm it at the Trade District dungeon. The end boss is a trouble though. Okay. You use it for the boots, to disenchant for the pink dust, for something else again. Oh, that's interesting. You just do a flip of a flip. A normal, min, norm, max, you did the same thing. It didn't work for all your needs. I think that's the thing. If you can understand someone else's operation, then it really does help. Now I'm going to have to find out which one this was. Word of agility. Just to make sure. Chant. Work order, word of agility. Cue that. There we are, done. And continue, complete.
Farewell.
There we go. You hate nether weave bags. Yeah, I've never really made them. I've just been doing the silk weave satchels and the hex weave bags. Those are the ones I've been doing. Classes on how to read a different language on the TSM strings. Yes, definitely wrote one too. That's our world quest done for tonight, for Samadan. So I think it's garrison time. Let's go have a look. Maybe go have a look at what could we do? Do our usual daily. Sumptuous fur, we've got some now. We need to get some more. Our reputation's doing quite well. Pleased with how that's going. For Draenor flying. Where am I at with Draenor flying? Let's look at my guide. Where is it? Somewhere in my big list of stuff to do. Shipyard guide? No, not that one. Pathfinder. There we go. So, what we have here, let's move this over. Let's minimize that down. There we are, and I can see everything. So, Draenor Pathfinder. Another thing that keeps them lag is TSM desktop app. No need to keep it open. Oh, I keep on forgetting to close that actually, right, 1-2, thank you. Right, I'm going to close the app. Close that. There we go. That might help. Thank you, right, 1-2. Anything that will help Mr. Potato. Hey, Malirezu, thanks for stopping by. Can someone explain how TSM works? I can explain with TSM 4 beta, which I currently have here. I don't have TSM 3 on me, but I'll give you a quick rundown of the basics of it from the perspective of someone like me who does crafting. So TSM is all about putting things into groups. You have things you buy, which are all your materials. So I made a group called Favourite Shopping, and that's got all the things that I want to buy. And so I go into the auction house and I buy these for as cheap as possible. So using a profession to take those things that I buy with all of these, and I turn them into something that I can make using my either enchanting, tailoring or leatherworking, and then I'll do a separate group for those, like for something like silkweave satchels, and I'll say to TSM, okay, I want to make 12 silkweave satchels, but only if they're going to be a profit. And TSM will look at the price that I've been buying them for, and then look at the price that they're going on for, and it will tell me the crafting cost here is 444, the profit's 267, and if that's within my whatever I specify, say I want to make enough profit, say 110% or something like that, then TSM will post that on the auction house at the and undercut everyone else, and then I will sell that for that, and then I make gold. That's kind of the basics. It can get a lot more complicated than that, but it's all about putting things into groups. I hope that helps. I did do a YouTube video about TSM. Let's see if I can find it for you. And then I'll get back to yours, F Cyberblast, as soon as I found this. Hold on. YouTube. I'll find the video and then I'll post it on for you. Where's my videos? Bear with me one moment. I'm looking for a specific guide video that I made that is particularly good for professions. But if you check out Samadan Plays WoW on YouTube, you can see all my guide videos there. Just need to go right down to the right video. There we are. There we go. And then I need to find this one. And I click on that. And then I stop it from playing. Otherwise, that's going to spam everyone. Right, there we go. Found the right video. I'll pop it to the chat. There we go. That's one that gives a rundown about how I set up TSM very briefly. And then I'll come back to you, F Cyberblast. What can you do in a market that's been flooded and everything is 30% of region market value? Should you lower your prices or stick to it? See what you can do to control the prices around that. If it's a crafting thing, buy what. I mean, you could buy a few of them certainly, and then take it from there. I wouldn't lower your prices as well unless it's still a profit for you. Look for the materials that's being bought and see if you can maybe control those. Because if you control the materials, then the price of what's has been trashed, you'll be able to boost up, if that makes sense, hopefully. And Spleen says buy everything depending on what it is. Yeah, it depends what it is. So I hope that helped Malirezu. I've got the video there. Have I got in any other professions other than cooking, tailoring and enchanting? I also have leatherworking, Melovic, on my Demon Hunter, which I've kind of expanding. Oh, thank you, Right One Too. Very kind of you. You're selling transmogs. Okay, not crafted. But you can't buy everything. Then especially transmogs, Cyberblast, I'd probably move on and do something different. Because if that particular transmog has trashed, then someone's probably found a way of getting hold of it easily. And so it's probably not worth what it was worth before. Especially as things have changed in 7.3.5, with a lot of the drop tables have changed slightly with the whole level scaling. So you may find something that was previously worth a lot isn't worth that much anymore. But I'm not a transmog person, excuse me. So others in chat might be able to help a bit more on that one. Right, I'm just going to do some missions whilst I'm here. Because we want to make sure we've got our drainer going. Oh, there we go. My Autobot has just put in a link to my YouTube channel. So that's got all the... It's got all my streams on it, but it's also got a few different guides. What I tend to do is as I learn as I go, if I've learned anything useful, I'll stick it in my guides playlist, and then hopefully that will, you know, help other people out and pass on the knowledge. There we are. Just do a few of those, and then we're going to go do our normal routines in the garrisons. Don't need you. We need to pick up some resources though, and then we need to hop on our horsey. And then whilst we're running past here, we're going to go past the trading post and hope that Sumptuous Fur has 16 resources. No, 24. It's too expensive. We'll wait until it's 16. So then we'll go over to our herbs and pick up a few of these. So is it just Transmog you do Cyberblast, or do you do other things for your gold making? Because I wonder if it's just that one thing, maybe diversifying might help you spread the risk rather than having to especially if you can't afford to buy everything in one market. That might be a bad idea, depending on what it is. Do that, open these. There we go. It's nice to pick up quite a few of these extra herbs, because we can always trade them in with the herb trader.
Have a good one.
Couldn't figure out how to get in here tonight. Oh, all right. How you doing, Skullshane? Thanks for stopping by. What happened to coming in? Was Twitch playing? Oh, we sold a silk satchel. Sold 2. Was Twitch playing up? Was it? You just sold Murloc Fin. Excellent, Kostek. Welcome back, TJ. No worries. Pop in and out as much as you need. Who needs a Murloc Fin? You never know. Oh, it kept saying hosting another person did it. That's strange, Scorching. I wonder why it did that. I have got auto host turned on, but obviously whilst I'm streaming it shouldn't be on. That's what she said. Been making about 60k per day in the last 5 days with Tailor Enchant and inscribing. Ah, that sounds good, Milovic. Inscription is a good one. It's one I'd like to add to my profession list, definitely. Along with every other profession, to be honest. Alright, we're going to go do briefly a couple of drain or flying reputation stuff, because we're getting quite close to that now. Just got a few levels in on your little ones, now 29. '29's pretty good. My son's been leveling his monk and has already gotten him up to past my my hunter Bridget, and he's up to 36 last I heard. You do material farms as well? Okay, Cyberblast. So I bet you could probably get some decent sales with those, but you have the limited time to farm. Yes, I mean that's the whole thing, isn't it? It's the time. So time is money, as the goblins say. You did Nomergan and killed yourself casting against the little bots. Oh dear, Scorching. I haven't done Nomergan in years. Wonder what it's like now. Never understand why people post Matt so low. You snipe some leathers for 2 gold apiece. The next lowest is 8 gold apiece. I guess some people have fixed prices and they don't really bother looking, TJ. Oh, you finished off one Void Elf. And you're working on your Light Forge. Wow, that's pretty good, pretty decent going. I haven't bought BFA yet, so I've yet to join in on that fun. I'm just going to do these 2 tonight. I'm not going to spend too much time in here. What's that we got? DB Market Region Sale Rate for your farms. It shows you the best farms currently that have stuff that sells fast. That's a pretty good one to use, Ignis. And Ignis does know a lot about farming stuff. I can attest to that. Is it these I need to kill? Yes. I haven't got the little underline red on these. But it seems to be working. There we go. 360 profit for that, which at level 23 is quite a lot. Yeah, it is. It's nice being able to make gold as you level. Yeah, it's finding the time, isn't it? Right one too. Basically, if you've got the time, you can make gold. Basically, doesn't matter what you do, you'll be able to make gold because you've got the time. Just playing the game can get you gold, as long as you don't spend it. You sniped Felsate at a cheap price and bought a few broken stacks up to 90% value. You made 1500 on that small shuffle. That's pretty cool, Pointy Gnome. Oh, you've got so many, like I'm getting now. Have you, right one too? Yeah, they are stacking up. I'm trying to get my average down though, hopefully. You have to remember to buy the pets and sell them. Just do auctions in between dungeon queues. Your friends you're leveling with hate questing. Oh, okay. Well, at least doing the auction house gives you something to do, doesn't it? Slower leveling, but you get 10 times more gold. Ghost iron ore, yeah, I hear that does sell quite well. I'm going to do these 2 down here. You have 4 chaos crystals at the moment. The price is outrageous. How outrageous is outrageous, Scorshane? Is it above 400? You did mostly battleground so you could craft an auction house in between, but dying all the time. Ghost iron ore goes to 12 to 14 gold. Is that good? Pointing out, I'm not sure. What's a good price? Let's hop on my horse. There we go. Yeah, questing. I like questing personally. Then at 80 you sat with only 110s whilst they did invasions. Oops, oh, I got hooked in. That was wasn't expecting that. Let me get somewhere safe so I can catch up on the chat. It's moving so fast tonight, it's brilliant. Lots of good discussions going on. But as I'm running around, I keep missing it all. So I'm just going to find myself somewhere to park up, and then I can look at the chat properly. Right, here we go. Let me just catch up, make sure I haven't missed anything. the crystals going for 360, are they? Okay, that's pretty. Well, 350. Yeah, that's pretty high. But the enchants are too low. Okay. You can make a little profit from the higher ones, yeah, but 350 is really pricey. Anything over 400, it's not worth it at all because you can buy that from the vendor if you got the wrap. Yeah, lower populated realms definitely pointing home does make things higher. Right, I'm going to skip ahead because there's so much chat going on here. Yeah, Ignis is brilliant with the multi-boxing. Got it down to a T. Can I show an example of a custom price string for transmog? Do you mean for selling it, Neuraxius? Because my price string for transmog is literally I just use DB region because I don't want to overinflate it by using DB region. So for me, I literally do anything that's transmoggy that I pick up. Now, I'm not a massive transmog person, but I just put it in this group and I throw them all in here, and they use a very simple posting operation which is called Old World Region Average, I've called it. And literally I put it on for 48 hours and I undercut the bid times 96%, undercut by 1, and then the min price is 50% DB region market average, the maximum is 300% DB region market average, and the normal price is 110%, and that's literally all I do. It's not the easiest, but oh, thank you. I'll try this. Romako Smoonnavat. That's a long name. Sorry if I butchered that one, but that's the best I could come up with. Let me just check everything else. Primal Mana is easy. Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely. Yeah, don't post your little thing. You need 600 for your daily crafts, and there's 25 at DB Market 102. Everything else is over. Oh, that's a shame, Ignis. Yeah, Chaos Crystals are a pain for sure. Yeah, you keep hold of that one, Ignis. I think if it crashes a load of markets, it'll be an interesting one. See how that goes. Time for more fresh tea. Okay, excellent. Come back soon, right? 1-2. Your transmog stream is first DB market and then DB region market average. That's a pretty good one, TJ Smithy. At least that way you're reacting first to your DB market. But the problem with that, I found, is if I use that and DB market keeps going higher and higher and higher, then I tend to end up inflating the price. If I'm the only person selling it, that's the thing. So which is why I tend to stick with DB region. But then I'm not as concerned about what's happening with my market. I literally just throw them on. That's the main thing. You use an average, okay, of DB market, and DB market, and then DB region market average. Okay. And the percentage is 90 to 300%. So you take into account 3 DB markets and 1 DB region market. That's an interesting one. I hadn't thought about using multiple of the same thing for the average. Your Xmog string is the macro to sell all green items to the vendor. Nice one, Ignis. Yeah, that's the easy way of doing it if you don't have to bother with anything else. You just started to get into leatherworking. Excellent, 94s. The prices are so low, there's almost no profit at all. Okay, the only thing that I'm consistently making profit on at the moment with Earthen is Drums of Fury are selling quite well. but then I've only really expanded the other ones. They've got good profits on them, but I haven't really had any sales on them yet, so I don't know what else is selling yet. But Drums of Fury is the only thing that I've been able to make a decent profit on so far. You tend to only snipe transmogs or list what I farm. Transmogs move slow, and if it sells, it sells. If not, you relist it. Yeah, it's transmog by its very nature is a very slow moving market, even slower on a low pop realm. Leatherworking is good. Now the Mage Tower is up. Drums will sell. Yes, that's true. I heard that the Mage Tower affects the drums. You send most greens to vendor. Only deal with 10k plus items. Yeah, I think sticking with the higher ones is a good way, Costa, because then at least you don't have to worry too much about the relisting costs, because your profits are much higher. Everyone's fishing Ignis for trying to find out how his farm works. I like it. Which way am I going to go? I'm going to cross the river. Maybe let me make a video of it to boost my YouTube. Wouldn't I have to have 5 accounts, Ignis, though, for that? It was very kind of you to offer, though. I'd be interested, but I'd have to set it up somehow. And I don't think Mr. Potato can handle more than one computer. Am I going the right direction? Yes, I am. There we go. I need to go through here anyway. Okay, you need a lot of micromanagement for it. Xmog and Battle Pets. You snipe it's less than 40%. Lots on the stream indeed, excellent. I'm Arakia, thanks for stopping by. Adding a +1 to the stream.
Hello, man.
How are you this fine evening? We're just doing a little bit of reputation farming at the moment for our Dalaran flying. Other than that, we're doing awesomely well, thank you very much. Gonna go round, gonna do this, gonna go up, summon these three brilliants. Wonderful, kind of cold. I hope you managed to warm up. Doing great here. Yeah, Draenor flying. It's a great one. It's taken me a while. I've still got plenty to do, but I'm quite happy with the progress I've made so far. Almost tempted to fix Bilisonic Nixia's general sniper string to suit yourself a bit better. Yeah, I mean that's the great thing about strings is you can tailor them to suit yourself once you've got your head around how they work. No, it's not Dalaran though, is it? Oh, Draenor fly. I keep saying that, Dalaran fly. Draenor, yes. I've got my head in Dalaran, it would seem. Right, there we go. Loads of stuff. Let's summon the people we want. And we can get our crystals from these. But you're lazy and it works for now. Nothing wrong with that, TJ. Right, there we go. Whilst I wait for the next one, that gives me a chance to catch up on chat. Would I be interested if you made a Twitch overlay for me? That's very kind of you, TJ. I've been looking into doing one myself that's going to do my kind of like... I like to keep it clean at the bottom. So I've got an idea as to what I'm going to do anyway, but thank you for the offer. But I've got a plan in mind that I'm going to do probably this week. Hopefully. Unless you're thinking of something fancy. Fancy. You'd make the video and I would do the voice overlay. That's an interesting one, Ignis. Then I'd have to explain what's going on. You're going to make a start on yours. Excellent, TJ. Where did I put those three? There it is. Minor, prime. Did I do a prime? I can't remember. I'll do a minor one after this. That one, that one. Depends on what you wanted, then you can give your graphic design a bit of a refresh. Okay. Then people come to the stream and never see Sam multiboxing. Can you imagine me trying to multibox? You grabbed sharers groups and modified all things you wanted to sell and fixed operations to suit your use of gameplay and crafting. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good way of adapting someone else's string, Melovic. I think that's how a lot of people do things. I think I'm just minor. I can't remember if I did a minor one. I'll wait until this just refreshes. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I've done my groups from scratch because I had to understand it. I had to learn as I went. Might try multibox in the future, but wait for BFA to come out. Oop. There we go. Do that, close that. Do that. Excellent. Welcome back, Right One Two. Just because you're little. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the tea. There is a serious niche for such content, though. Yes, definitely. Up-to-date guides on multi-boxing farms. That'd be very interesting. I'd certainly be interested, Ignis, in collaborating with you on that. It does sound like an interesting avenue. Execution gets to push the cart. Right, I need some elites or some treasures. Somewhere over here, probably. So I'm going to head to the swamp area. See if I can get something to finish off my other 4 Apexis fragments. And then I'll be done with this section. Has the big one spawned? No, that's just the regular one. Right now, you're milking the farm as hard as you can. Yeah, don't blame you, Ignis. You've got a good setup there. So, my suggestion would be to hold on to it, unless you particularly think it's going to be useful to others without killing the market itself. Right, there's a few elites over here. Did I consider using the medallions? I did, Sleepy. I used the 3 that I picked up during Winter's Veil. Oh, that looks interesting. Who's that? Bramblefell. Oh, he's just died. Missed him. He'd already been tagged. But then the medallions were going for 20,000 gold last time I looked at them, so I didn't bother with them. You did try to do your groups, but you're a slow learner on TSM. Oh, you tried TSM 1.5 back on Kata, then 2.5 on Mob. Nope, tried again on WOD. Discovered sharer strings, liked them, and understood the operation and grouping, and started to modify. Well, yeah, that's brilliant. You've just chosen a way that works for you, which is brilliant. So you don't reckon to post the videos pointing home? If there's other people multi-boxing in your realm and going for that farm, will end up with several people with a shit ton of material, eventually sell them for a lot lower. I mean, it's an interesting, almost ethical question, isn't it? As to what do you do if you found something? Do you share it, or do you make use of it as much as you can yourself? Seems like the general consensus is not. Oh, what have we got over here on the map? At the top of the tower. Okay, I'll do that. There's the tower. Let's go head on up. I'll milk this farm as long as I can. It's too good. Yes, definitely. I would. It sounds good, Ignis. There's a similar concept when finding a vulnerability in the software. Yeah, that's an interesting point, Executioner, actually, yeah. Depends on what impact lots of people would have on you personally, like the order halls. You make the same gold whether you do it for everyone else does it, that's true. If you can do the farm and still share, then... Oh, no, can't get up there. Let's go round. Right, here we go. There we go, do that, do that, do that. Use sharers, you've been looking into changing it up a little for your server. The time you look at it, it kind of scares you for making too many changes. Yeah, maybe just try one thing at a time, Scorchane, and see how it goes. You'll do multiboxing as soon as you need to purchase another Legion, but you stick on 3 accounts, you don't think, be able to do 5, since you only have 1 screen. Yeah, I don't know how it works with multi-box setups. That'd be an interesting one. There we go. And then this chest. Da, 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 got one.
Insects deserve to be crushed.
Oh, insects deserve to be crushed. Or do giveaways in Stormwind. 10k if you can find me. Is 1 screen enough? You just literally tap between the 2, I guess. There we go. And down we go. That was fun. Alright, where's next? Oh, there's a few around here, so we'll just go run over here. It's working so well for most of what I do, but what you set up a shopping group of your favourite things and tried a few things today, but it didn't work. Oh, okay, Scorchane. What are you using for your shopping operation? Because I literally just use average buy, and that works for me. Iron front. We'll just wait here whilst I catch up on chat. Depends on the software you use. Icebox is easily managed with 1 screen because it sets a window layout which lets you see all windows at once and switch easily between them. Yeah, I hear Iceboxer is the de facto one for multi-boxing to do. You played it all together for 2 days, and that was it. Yeah, I remember you saying, Ignis, that you bought all the Destinies. That was pretty awesome of you. Use 85% DB market max. Oh, okay. So that should be okay. What I also do is I make sure I turn on show ones above the max price. That way I can just get an idea for it, rather than just filtering out everything. I like to actually just see everything. And then sometimes I will buy over my percentage if I'm particularly running low on stock, that is. Oh, I've run out of water. Hold on one moment, I'll come right back. Blimey. What's the matter? Right. Oh, nearly back. Okay, I'm back. What is my favourite colour? My favourite colour is blue. What's yours, TJ? Sleepy wants to get in contact with Ignis. I guess that's between you two if you can manage to sort that out between you. Icebox is subscription based. Oh yes, of course. You sell that as well. What was that in reply to? Da, 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 da. Sell that as well. Go to my Discord. Pink. Awesome, TJ. Yes, true. You won't get around the subscription, but it's way worth it. Yeah, I've heard people say that Iceboxer is worth it, even for the subscription. Think about the gold you'd be making. I know it's not real money, but it's certainly fun. Alright, I'm missing a few things here, so there we go. We need that one. That's an easy one. And it looks like there's one over here. What's it say? Battle at the Iron Front, is that it? That's the rations. It's probably not that. You said you set yours to look even higher in case I need the item and you don't have it blocked. Yes, basically. Oh, you set that as well. Right, okay. Same reason you just gave. Okay, I'm with you now, Scoreshane. Catching up on chat here. There we go, I'm with you. Is that something? Yep, looks like it is. The Eye of Granok. Oh, the Iron Hound Master has arrived. Is that one of mine? What's that? This guy. God, he's huge. Oh, this is one of the things that I made. Oh, what's that? There we go. Oh, first aid bandages. Okay, that's fine. Do I ever raid or do Legion dungeons? Or is gold making my primary function? I don't raid unless it's LFR for something. I occasionally have done dungeons, but I haven't done them in a long while. The main thing I do is the gold. Can't find the message in the chat anymore, but it's the kind of farm that loses its value extremely with everyone that does it. Okay. If it would not be like that, you'd give it away. Well, that makes sense, Ignis. Definitely. I need to find another thing. Loot a little bit of gold. Let's go that way. We only need one more. Okay. Your favourite colour is blue. No, wait. Ah! I love the Monty Python reference. Do you get the bandages from the camp there? Okay, thank you, Right One Two. I wasn't going to carry on with this this mission, but thanks for that. I'm just literally looking for this last treasure for the Apexis crystal. It seems to be up here somewhere. Just going to skip past these. Gold is in here somewhere. Wherever you are. Somewhere in here. I hate it when it's hidden. Or if it's going to be inside a cave. Loot a little bit of gold. There we go. It's going to be hidden in here somewhere, I bet. Or I can go and find this one. It's in the Podling Cave. Okay, let's just go inside the Podling Cave and find this one. That's easier. You only need one. Oh, this is a pretty cave. Look at that, that's nice. I like how they've done that. You watched Tales in an Evil Till today. After they take away our artifact weapon, they'll be sort of replacing it with a necklace thing, and you work on that by getting the armour from only dungeons and add the effect from the necklace. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Where is this treasure? I like the visual effect. Where's the treasure? Oh, there it is. Hidden right around the corner. Weathered axe. There we go. 10 out of 10. Done. Yeah, I wonder what... I've got no idea how the mechanics are going to work with BFA. To be honest, I haven't looked into it a great deal. I've kind of avoided a few spoilers, but I do know that this sort of thing is coming, so it's kind of important to keep your ear to the ground a little bit. It'll force you to do dungeons. That's not so handy, is it? You really want to be able to give people options more than anything else. That's the main thing. If you're taking, I mean, that's what I liked so much about Legion, is the fact that I can have options to play this solo, I can play it in groups, I can do LFR. There's so many different choices, really. You reckon enhancement shamans will be the top DPS? Go this way. Considering the mongoose enchant that gives the haste. Yeah, I do like the mongoose enchant. I have sold a few of them. I have to make sure I've got enough for saying. Yeah, I like the artifact stuff as well, Ignis. I thought it was quite good. Do I not play music in the background because of my potato? Had some relaxed mood music. I tend to keep just the Warcraft music on, right one too. If it's not very loud, I could maybe turn just like the default music on that's on in the background, but I don't tend to put music on myself, usually because I tend to put all my streams up on YouTube, and I know a lot of people like to watch VODs as well if they miss a stream, and then the audio might get muted out. So I know there's free stuff out there, but I kind of figured what with YouTube as well, I figured it was safer for me to just keep the in-game music. But it is something I could maybe consider if there's a demand for it. Which way shall I go? I'll go this way. You'll give me a title, I'm going to check it out, see if I like it. Oh, needs to go that way. Okay, right one too. I'll have a look at that. I'll probably have a look off stream though. But yeah, by all means send the link over. I'd be interesting to hear what people like. I have quite an eclectic taste in music, actually. Can be all sorts. Just double check I haven't missed anything up from the top of the chat whilst I was running around. Depends on the spec. Some get baked in the baseline abilities, some get talent choices, some get removed completely. In before Sam turns on Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether you'd be able to. This is the YouTube. I think it'd be okay to use, but you feel it out. It was quite relaxing to listen to whilst watching Shay. Okay, thank you, Right One Too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the link and then bookmark it, so I've got a copy of it, and then I'll check it out off stream. There we are. Oh, okay. That looks interesting. Let's bookmark that. Done. Cool, thank you for that, Right One Too. I'll have a listen, see how it works out. Had someone turn you into Vanessa May and Steve Vai again. Oh wow, been listening to them a lot lately. I actually saw Vanessa May in concert many years ago, I believe. I think I did. Or did I imagine that? Or one of my friends did. Something like that, I think. It says gamers music, but maybe it won't be mute on VODs. Yeah, it's one of the things to check, really, isn't it? Pointy9 personally likes this. Okay. Since it's game soundtracks, it might not even get flagged by YouTube. Yeah, that's the thing, is I want to avoid the YouTube stuff, definitely. Oh, that looks interesting, Pointy9. That's another one to bookmark and check out later. There you go. It didn't get any mute on Shay's VOD with it. Okay, so fingers crossed. Okay. I mean, my kind of feeling is to thinking maybe the Warcrafty theme is good for now if it's not too loud. I mean, I don't know how the background music I've got on now sounds, whether my voice is too loud for it, or it's just ticking on in the background. I'd be pretty minimalistic, TJ. The plans I've got is literally just to have something along the bottom, or maybe top strip. I don't want to clutter up the screen too much. It's just going to have a few of my bits and pieces on it. Music is perfect. Okay, thank you, Tony too. Right, I've done my flying that I wanted to do today. So I'm going to half back to the auction house, check on the auctions, see how things are going there, and then we're going to have a look at maybe Earthen and see how his leatherworking is going on. Go ahead, TJ. Permission granted. I haven't got anything on the links at the moment, so simply go ahead. If it looks dodgy, don't click on it if it's done by a spam bot. If I get too many of those spam bots like I got earlier on the stream, then I might have to think about adding permissions or something like that, but we're okay for now. You know, you can change Warcraft music. You can get WoW, the soundtrack, and change the background music to more epic ones. That's a good point, Melovic, actually. In fact, I have a CD, and will still not mute your VODs. Very basic. Well, it's very kind of you to knock something up, TJ. Let's have a quick look. I can't quite see it from here. I like the tailoring icons. That's quite a good idea. You've done it wrong. Hold on one moment. Cooking hats. There we go. This is one of my prized possessions, which is the Warcraft 3 Collector's Edition that I bought when it came out. And in here, somewhere, there we are, I've got a CD of the Warcraft 3 music, which might be quite appropriate for the stream, so I could maybe do that. Really nice find that. Glad I got that. It's even got a really nice Art of Warcraft book, which has got all the original sort of like concept art and stuff in it, which is really nice. And it's even got a DVD of the intro for World of Warcraft back in the day. Hold on. Let's close that off. There we go. It's one of my prized possessions, that one. One of the few collector's editions I ever bought. I haven't got any of the World of Warcraft collector's editions. I'd love to get the BFA one when it comes out. That might be quite nice. And then maybe work my way back. Your rubbish can't fix. No worries, TJ. I'm a bit of a dab hand at Photoshop myself, so I can always knock a few things up myself. But thank you for thinking of me.
Would you like to purchase something?
I would like to sell you something. I would like to sell you all my junk, if that's all right. Sell all of that.
Very well then.
Right. I do, yes, TJ. By day, I'm a visual effects artist. So, and by night, or in my spare time, I'm a World of Warcraft streamer. I'm hoping to combine a bit of my creative stuff later on. So I'm going to do a creative stream later this week. I'm planning for it on Thursday morning. So I'm going to do a little creative stream and maybe draw something on stream on a Thursday. By night he turns into a Worgen. No worries, TJ. I like seeing other people's ideas because I'm not really that great when it comes to ideas. So it's really good to see what someone else might do. So no, it's really appreciated. Thank you. Now, we sold a few things, 12,000. So I'll pick those up. Have a look what else is due for sale. What have we got? My auctions. We've sold the satchels. That's good. Salad, feast. So that's going to be worth 10,000 coming in. A Bob Ross stream. Something like that, Executioner. It's going to be pretty mellow, certainly. I'll maybe crack out my Warcraft 3 CD and put that one on. Just a generally minimalistic approach. But no Photoshop Pro. No worries, TJ. I love Photoshop. Photoshop's really nice. Cancel. Whoops. I'm also like doing traditional art. I like drawing animals. That's the other thing I do, relaxing in my pastimes. Haven't done any in a while though. Cancel that one and that one. There we go. Well, I think I wouldn't label yourself rubbish, TJ. Basically, it's just a question of practicing something with the intention of getting better and doing it. And the more you do something, the better you get at it. They made a strategy game of World of Warcraft? Sounds awesome. Absolutely, Ignis. wedding photographer Tony 2. Excellent. Camera's your main. Photoshop's your alt. Excellent, Tony 2. Yeah, I did do a... back in the day, I did do a couple of wedding shoots for my friends. Doing that as a full-time profession, though, I don't think I've got the personality for it, shall we say. But I can appreciate the good use of a camera. And then the very, very expensive hobby of buying lenses. You nearly fell for the troll. Ah yes, and Grace, you've got the excellent job of double jobs of massage therapist and bus driver. Don't forget the bus driving. He was already typing. You're a mix of goblin, gnome and troll. Excellent, pointy gnome. Thankfully you bought all the lenses when you had a normal job. You couldn't afford them now. Starving artists and all that. Yeah, Tony too, it can get expensive fast. I remember I had my I was a Canon devotee for many years until it died on me last year. But just the thought of buying lenses, it could empty your wallet very quickly. School bus full of kiddies, absolutely, Grace. Right, let's go swap over to Earthen. Have a look at his sales. Give him a good little check out. I wondered what happened then. He suddenly went a bit white. That's a bit weird. We haven't had the cats down to visit yet. They must be... oh, one's over there hiding. The other one hasn't come down to say hello. I'll move my box in case she does. She likes her sofa. So, leatherworking with Earthen. Yeah, she's fast asleep probably, I imagine. Orio's just sat at the back patio door looking out into the darkness. Probably see something in the night. I really have got long load times now. There we go. Yes, I closed the desktop application. Who is this jumping in front of me? Oops. This would be my son. Say hello to my son. Yours is fast asleep. Oh, nice. Aren't you a little short for a monk? Or delete those load times are scaring you about TSM4. I think it could be me and Mr. Potato. And delete the cache folder works a treat. You do it daily. Oh, that's a good idea, Tony too. I hadn't thought about that. I'll give that a go. For one second you thought we were talking to my wife. I was mildly irritated. Samadan. He's gone off to the auction house now. Must be listening to the stream. Oh, thank you, Happy Dollop. And that's an awesome name. Thank you for the follow. Dwarf Monk's the best. He's done really well. He's really enjoying healing with his monk. Yeah, TSM 4 doesn't have it, so it could be me, my add-ons, and Mr. Potato. Hello, son of Sam. It's something to do with Blizz, you think? You're getting it here in the US. Oh, okay. You've been lurking. Ah, there we go. Hog Stout. Hog Stout's my son. You read about a photographer who sold all his equipment to invest in Bitcoin, and he lost everything in a few weeks. That doesn't sound good. I mean, that's the thing. Investing money you can afford to lose on Bitcoin would be fine, but investing money you can't afford to lose, that's a different matter. So we've got another 3,500 in sales of Drums of Fury, which is cool. Let's go and have a look. At what have we got on? Got loads of stuff on. Okay, so we'll do a restock scan. And we'll make a few more Drums of Fury. That'll be the next good thing. So crafting, oops, move that around. Groups, and we will do BitConnect was a pyramid scheme that had urban marketing touch that appealed to many young people. Someone's positioning themselves just in the stream. I wonder who that could be. A rather handsome, dashing dwarf monk. Whilst I restock on my leatherworking. 60 Drums of Fury we're going to make. Alright. It won't take us too long to make these. What's the matter, Putty Tat? You stopped staring outside, have you? You look sleepy. You thought about investing into Bitcoin yourself, but you was too skeptical about it. Icarus told me that something flying too high will crash hard. Yes, that's a point. My son's a teenager now, Sleepy. So he's all practically grown up now. Anyone happen to know a website where I can apply for a short freelance copywriting jobs? I don't mind at all, TJ. But your IRL gold needs some work. I mean, I guess I used to work in advertising, and agencies always use copywriters. Depends what country you're thinking about. Are you thinking like remote work? I mean, I know there's places like, I don't know if they're still active now, but Elance and Odesk. Those are ones. But yeah, Bitcoin is based on literally nothing if you understand it. It's all about the blockchain, isn't it? And tracing where it is. Upwork, okay, used Upwork before. to employ copywriters. Don't know how it is for copywriters. It's great for you finding people. Okay. That's an interesting one. Right. Drums are made. And the blockchain is just an electronic ledger. Yeah, basically. Right, we're going to post our auctions on. Run post scan. Chain can be used for encrypting and securing data if you remember correctly, but it's slower or worse than other methods. Only investing in water. It's asking for education history. All right, okay. That's interesting. No worries, TJ. I'm glad to be of help in any matters. Your boss, you work at a small company making websites for other companies, crazy about blockchain. He wants to stick a blockchain into everything now. I mean, congrats to those making money off of people who think it's worth something, but no thanks for you. It's something I've looked into, but other than that, as a mild looking into, that's about as far as I've gotten. I need to do my daily cooldowns on Earthen, so it's going to take me a little while. Yeah, it's something I'd be interested in finding more about, certainly, with the whole technology behind it and what it would actually be worth, if anything. Right, okay, cooldowns, burnished leather, create, secret of the drain oil. Leatherworking, create. Now magnificence I'm going to do for, oh that's better. Crafting cost of only -9 gold. It's better than it was. What's the min buyout now at the moment? 8 gold. That's a lot better. Let's go see if we can pick some up. Shopping. Leatherworking. Run shopping scan. You pay your groceries with, I pay my groceries with things that have no worth. I can only do it because people think it's worth something. It's paper with printed numbers on it. Yes, exactly. You're used to chairs. Yes, thank you, Agent Rusky. It's, where's that exotic leather go? There it is. 167. I've been buying it for $4.99, so it's not too much. Okay. I'll take the Borean though. And I'm going to take the knot hide for that, definitely. Ultimate true, all currency has a made up value. Yes, that's a pretty good one. You sit on an ottoman. It just depends on how you get comfy. Yes, I try and keep myself as kind of like as upright as possible rather than slouching like that, because I can feel it already in my back if I do that. So I kind of like engage my core and tilt my hips, and it tends to help quite a lot. And then I also make sure I just move around a little bit more, stretch my legs out every now and again. Really does help. Right, go back to my leatherworking. Hello, mate. You coming over? He usually just lies on the floor. Yeah, I'm not sure he's quite come into camera. He's a bit camera shy. But he's also enormous. Aren't you, mate? Not sure if the microphone will pick up his purring. Bless him. There we go. Not sure if it picked that up. It's purring away at my foot. Good evening, Commander Bond. How are you doing this fine evening? Just sorting out your voodoo, then you'll be back to dungeon grinding. Excellent. Yeah, definitely. Okay. That's awesome. He's a very content cat. But he doesn't get a lot of he gets scared quite easily, so he tends to run away quite a lot. But when he's comfortable, when he knows the other cat's not around and you're wearing fleece, then he's definitely there. Right one too, you creeping on me. You just got home, what did you miss? Oh, we've been doing loads of stuff, Commander Bond. We've done our usual auction stuff. We're on Earth and my Leatherworker at the moment. We've done all the regular stuff. Chatted about all sorts tonight. And now we're just going to basically collect up some more recipes for our magnificence. So we're going to do magnificence of leather, create that. And now I need to make that meditation. Oh, caps lock's on. Meditation. Which one was it? Dreadful Gladiators Binding. Malevolent Dreadful. That one. Bindings of Meditation. I'll create that one. You tend to, but you're waiting for your stalker too now. You're all sharing stalkers, are you now? Done that. Magnificent Scales, Hardened Magnificent Hide. I want to make one of those. Which is now a chain helm. Okay, let's look up a chain helm. Chain helm. There we are. Create one of those. Okay, that profits 5,900 if that sells. So we need to add those to our group. Put them in our leatherworking. Leatherworking, gladiators, leather. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Add those in. Is that everything? Yes, I think so. Post them on. Probably worth going over and having a look at Bridget, see if her stone shot sold. I might do that. As you're done with your leatherworking for now, not going to do a great deal with him. And then we'll go check Bridget out. Log out. Yeah. Is the trial of style still on? Your transmog sales really picked up this last week. People buying whole sets. I think so. I don't know. I'll have to check my calendar. I don't know how long it goes on for. I've not been in it at all, so I'm not sure. I haven't seen. I've had some tailoring sales, not massive amounts from my side of things, but then I haven't got everything on. It's over. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Clinda and Kostek. Sales are up for sure. Do I post below min post or at min or norm a lot? How about my max? Now with my, I'm trying to think with my enchants, what do I post at? I don't post below min. Usually I think I either post at min for most operations, or I just don't post at all. So I don't tend to post at max, certainly, or normal. Ding, 100k profit. Excellent. Congratulations, lurkers. 114k revenue, 100k profit. That's pretty decent, definitely. Now you can spend it again. Yeah. So the cycle begins. Get 100% sale rate on transmogs with that simple trick, vendor all greens. Yeah, that's a brilliant one, Ignis. Alright, we didn't sell our shot, unfortunately. I wasn't expecting that, really, to be honest. What's the matter? We want some more affection now? Or are you hungry? Is that it? Right. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to do on the stream tonight. Yeah, I think I've done everything on Samadan, done everything on Earthen, and Bridget hasn't got anything I wanted to do with her, so that's probably alright. I think you totally missed what you did, but brilliant. We got an item in your crafting queue. How do we get it out again? There should be a clear queue, or if you're in TSM, there's a little minus next to it. Repost my enchants. Undercut the sleepers. That's not a bad idea, Kosturk, actually. Let's do that as a last thing. Okay. We'll do a quick repost because it doesn't take long. Although a lot of these will be on min price, so we'll do this. Take a couple of minutes, and then we'll have a look, see if we can host anyone that's on. Overall profit since January is 842k. That's pretty decent, I would say, lurkers. We mainlanders are crashing. It's nearly 2 AM. Yeah, it is pretty. It's pretty late, isn't it, Kosturk? Especially in, like you said, in the mainland. Thank you, Spleen, for the for saying you'll definitely be back. Very kind of you to say. Just catching up on chat there. It's nothing compared to the millions of billionaires out there. Almost 9 AM for you here in Australia. Well, Sleepy. Have you actually slept, Sleepy, or were you up early? Is the question. I did say this would only be a couple of minutes, but then I forgot to factor in load times. A fresh account with practically only one character. Pretty proud. I would say so. You were up early, Sleepy. Okay. I'd say that's pretty decent, lurkers. Over that time frame, definitely. Oh, thank you, Legit Panda, for the follow. Very kind of you. We're just going to do a quick cancel scan. By quick, I mean as quick as it will do it 3 times. Just because I know some of my enchants are going to be a little bit. Perhaps run a disk scan, get that tidied up. It does seem extremely slow. Yes, I think I'm also running low on space on my main drive, which is not going to help things. So I definitely could do with a cleanup, and maybe clean out some of the add-ons I'm not using that are quite weighty, like DBM. There's no point me having that on because I'm not doing many dungeons. Run another cancel scan. Need to figure out a more appropriate name for a non-throwaway account. Thank you, TJ. What's the matter? Have a great evening, TJ. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, we've just sold Shadowweave Mask. Excellent. That and check virtual memory. I had that a little bit lower. There we go. Right, take that off, put that on. That meow is adorable. Absolutely. Right, take these off, put them back on, and then we can finish up there. There, I'm going to do select all, base group off, run post scan, get everything over. Alright, there we go. Post, 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 and we're done. At least we've undercut there. Catch all the sleepers like you said, Kostek. It's a good idea. Right. Thank you everyone for the awesome stream tonight. It's your company and your chats have been excellent tonight, so thank you very much. Next I'm on, let me check my schedule. I put my schedule up tonight just before streaming, so I'll be on 5:30, all being well, tomorrow, GMT time. So let's see if there's anyone we can host. Who's on? Aha. We have Sharkin on, who's pretty chill, lovely farmer. So I think I'll throw a host over to Sharkin. Let me just load up his stream. So we've got everything working. Let's just mute that before the ad rolls in. Don't want to deafen anyone out. So I've got that on there, and then I'll throw a host over to Sharkin. Where's it gone? There we go. So lovely. Thank you everyone very much. 47 viewers at the moment. I know it's amazing, Cossack. It really has grown this past few weeks. It's been brilliant. Sharkin is hosting Bob Ross, lol. So thank you everyone. Thank you everything. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Thank you everyone for the stream tonight, and I shall hopefully catch you up again soon. Have a great evening, a pleasant evening, or daytime, and I shall see you later. Take care and play what? And play WoW. Yes. Take care and play WoW. Good night. Farewell.